I didn't do it!
Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. That went better than I expected. We'll see if I can hold it.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
That went worse than I thought. We'll see if I can...
It might have been the hemorrhoids. Thank you.
And the umbrella,
Feels
wearing
good
the
to
leather
hear.
jacket, got pushed by the defendant.
Yes, let me guess. You have another witness.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony is incontrovertible.
April 11th, 1213, District Courtroom. Number 2. Number 5. Number 5.
Number 2.
Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
What's with this butterfly?
In all my long career as a judge, I've been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit, you radiated a glow of complete sincerity.
I can't believe he actually said that.
Oh, now then, witness, could you please state your full name?
Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
And I'll bash them with my gavel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
Not at all.
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name's Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in this noble of places.
The honor is all mine.
No, the honor's all mine. I am the honor.
Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Okay, I'd like to know what the original line was, please.
Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
Just go on. Say whatever it is on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny won't kill anyone. I just know it.
Yes, yes. I can see why you'd say that.
She's gonna be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
What I witnessed. I've been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over. Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other student, and they called the authorities.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong?
Young lady. As old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell us the truth.
But I would never.
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please just
Let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. He killed that man.
You haven't changed a bit. Mia Fey.
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes. We've met before. Once.
In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fey.
Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girlie.
I had to go to Phoenix place after class over. Seeing Doug there talking about $100 million. And suddenly Doug got wobbly and just collapsed.
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes,
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim, is that right?
yes. I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Dougie.
If I press it for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now?
Do you want a hint, or do you want to keep thinking?
It's different from what Phoenix said, but I don't know if that's something that I could cross-examine.
I think you have proof that this is a lie.
Okay, well, I'll go for it. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never!
Miss Fey, I will not allow you to badger this witness.
Well,
I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting,
...
Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just only doing my job.
Now then, Miss Hawthorne. Oh yeah. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket. It's already been shown that Mr. Wright did, in fact, push the victim.
what?
There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything you saw.
Yes, Your Honor, I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. I went to go find some other men and call the authorities.
So then, what did it look like they were doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Oh, give me a break.
That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge.
Mr.
Now
Judge.
then, please proceed with your testimony.
You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground, but I got so scared I closed my eyes.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow. Question mark.
Yes, that's right. Sir, I think I'm catching what Feeney's got.
Yes, what about this? When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yeah. They're all very fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic.
So, to find some pharmacology students, you took a bottle of pills and you shook it around, and they flocked to it like bees.
Ran at all fours from all angles.
Yes, that's what I was planning to do, but in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
The students knew what was going on. That's weird. But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just that they all seemed kind of excited about something. Excited Dougie was dead.
They all came out like munchkins, started singing. They took his shoes.
Drugs and shoes. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students.
So did the students call the police?
Yes, I was so panicked.
Yes, well, anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl. She's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes. Why must they do these things to me? Yes, that thing. You know the one. That's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia! Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig in deep to... It's like, did you overhear what they were talking about me? Oh, nope, not the question I wanted. So who's this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry, Doug Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So what were you and Dougie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright, talking about anyway?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be rude and unrefined.
That's right, Miss Faye.
Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Why am I being demonized here?
Please, go on. What did you see next?
Alright.
I think I might know what's next here.
I could take a little look-a-rooski, maybe. Okay. Maybe I was just... I don't really need to... Yeah, I knew that was weird, but... You say you didn't hear anything unusual, is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed looking at the scenery around me.
That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear that noise as well?
Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. Trust me, I would know.
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
She had her AirPods in, Your Honor. Both your ears were covered?
was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning. Very, very frightening.
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Wait a second, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case.
Dun dun.
I guess this one. Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
Yes, what about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right?
Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fay.
Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning?
I must admit, the thought had not occurred to me.
Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? I definitely don't want to know. This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered, but that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was in fact the victim of a stray bolt.
Like the dog?
Like the umbrella.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death of the was actually accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that not guilty not. Oh, that's one more heat than usual.
I'm hurt as that you have so low opinion of me, Miss Fay. I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on the day of that location.
What? That's a thing you can do?
What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Bain? Well, what's this evidence?
This affidavit.
And who's this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read aloud to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables are very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
However, there's still one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye? Do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor. I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try and regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion.
Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
That'd be wild. I mean... I mean... This is it! This is why the cable snapped.
Well, Your Honor?
I believe the only thing that snapped is in the mind of the defense.
Ah, that was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor.
Yeah, not bad. Well, that was harsh. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance. Well, let's hear it with a save. Is what we'll do. Is it kind of? Is it? That doesn't sound like it.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nope.
I mean, I'm not losing hit points, so.
Yeah, you might as well. Oop.
Okay, cool. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The umbrella probably should have worked for, I think, where this is
It
going,
should have
so-
worked.
The defendant's
feel it.
testimony.
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that?
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same conclusion. It was the very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know, actually. Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he could have been electrocuted by his victim. In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. I'm confused.
Order! Order of the court!
Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. And you could explain
Cool.
why, right, defense? There doesn't seem to be any
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember.
What?
What the?
Bitch! Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
Of course, it's all right. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
What I'll witness, part 2. The truth is,
Feeny pushed him twice!
the first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke.
It was
And
a
Dougie
wombo
tried his
combo.
best to run away from him. Pushed him in the pole. and push him in another pole. But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted and all occurred in less than a minute.
Yeah, but like, Phoenix was super wet though,
So, after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that's when the defendant pushed into him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeny. I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, please proceed with your cross-examination.
do I have the Phoenix was wet article of evidence?
I'd like to present that he was soaked to the bone.
He is sopping. Why you got like 2 handprints or something? Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny.
So that's why you basically lied to the court.
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge,
Yes?
would you please forgive little old me?
Of course he won't. What you did is called perjury.
Oh, come now. It's just a little perjury. It's fine. Everyone gets one. We'll forget about it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright? And how many times have you committed perjury?
Thank you so much. Just the one.
Oh, alright, that's fine.
Phew.
The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. For where your honor press Dahlia's claim that Feeny pushed him twice again? Right enough? The first time was into the electrical pole. And then they push him into a pole again.
Just for a moment, just focus on one butterfly. It's mesmerizing.
Yeah, they definitely don't seem so peaceful when you actually look at them. That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
It all occurred in less than a minute. This is important. Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold.
If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture?
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay?
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55.
Would you care to explain that to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? What exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Order in the court. What is all?
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
No such thing. Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? Maybe he just got that way.
Ha! Phoenix Wright. Shit! There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer?
Miss Fay! Is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
It's indict, Your Honor. It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor, we're ready.
Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fay.
Out of the two of them,
Now then, let's have at it. Who is this real killer? And what was the
Be like
real
the-
that they killed?
it'd be like the final nail in the coffin, I suppose.
And remember, you can press R to switch to profiles.
Oh, okay, interesting. Oh! A boot. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? How can you?
The defense is grasping at straws.
Table slam. 10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you.
Order, Miss Fay! What? That is to say,
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands.
Ah! Butterflies. How can you say something so mean, Madam Fay? I didn't do a thing.
Miss Fay, this is a very serious charge you are...
Your Honor, please, I have something I want to say.
Yahoo!
What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said from just now from the record. Everything.
What? Are you daft?
You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat! Bailiff, someone grab that man!
Leave my Dolly alone.
Boy.
He's gotten himself in way over his head.
Oh! You got back at some point.
Seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping.
report of the incident in the newspaper clipping from 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for.
You better take a good look at it. It's, details on how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, that is,
May I interrupt you just for a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand.
Sniffle?
That is, go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes, I am. The whole pointing thing, the pointing and the screaming thing,
The pointing and the
no.
screaming and the evidences.
Yeah, okay. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, keep up, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright.
I told you that you should let me handle this.
Wait!
Sorry, please, go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Fanny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
I believe this girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement's cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence to suggest that, in fact, she had a very good reason.
Very well then, the court grants the defense's request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a little bit longer?
My feet hurt, but of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life.
How I met my Fanny. Sounds like a health condition. I first met my darling Fanny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so wubby-dubby, we literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think.
Mr. Wright, do that again, you'll be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her.
Alright.
Been my time being music.
That's true.
It's like it is to me in this very courthouse basement.
Kind of weird statement. That's good beat. The courthouse's reading room. That's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him, I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in the courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you, if this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case.
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully. Having a literature student in a reading room doesn't sound too crazy. Mia, if the judge gets any angrier, you'll lose the whole case! I'll just have to hold my tongue for the time being.
Now then, young lady, please go on with your testimony. Tell us about the time you met Fahonis Wihigi.
Who?
It's either this or that because the other two are not objective statements. So until that time, you had been dating Doug Swallow.
Yeah, I'm a real fool, I know. But my mouse has changed so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself.
Judge!
You might
Oh,
get
sorry.
Oh, fuck!
No, not at all.
Boop.
Look me, I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Despite that, however, yours hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgini. Not most people, just some.
So it doesn't mean this very course in the reading room.
Fine. We'll give it a go. Oops. Wrong way. Keep on pressing you. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony. What?
Very well, young lady. We've got a simple question for you. What was it you were doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases your honor. Yes, it's simple. Sleeping. I come to this courthouse to do research for a paper I was writing.
You were writing a paper. On what?
On relationship between modern scenery of poetry and the criminal underworld.
That sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Again, with the midlife crisis stuff.
Yeah? Why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? Hint, hint. I went through a lot
I
of trouble to
can't
get it, my
read
dear.
it!
So be sure to read it carefully.
I guess I can read it. I gotta do like 60-point font text. Location: district, courthouse, cafeteria. Date and time: August 27, 4 p.m. Victim: Diego Armando. Occupation: lawyer. Suspect: Dahlia Hawthorne. Age 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It's unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Okay. Maybe. Question mark? The witness's testimony just now is clearly contradictory, Your Honor.
It could
what
be.
is it? Is that what I want? Is that what I meant?
However, your evidence doesn't show whatever the contradiction you think it is you think you see. Objection denied. Try to think it over again.
Oh! Exploded. Well, there goes a few points with the judge. Did I already press her on this one? Yeah, definitely. I've been dating Doug. Oh, it's a long time.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this was a nothing burger. Talked about the judge. I pressed her on that. Oh, I guess these subjective statements we can learn more about. So, what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he's kind of uggos.
Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome.
Perhaps to you, Miss pronouns! Miss Hawthorne. But to the rest of the planet, he's a dime a dozen.
Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
He's telling the truth. It was truly, truly shocking.
Oh, I'm curious.
Beautiful mushroom, growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Feeny. I known it ever since a fateful day. So like it's definitely...
Oh, wait, check it. Real information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim.
I mean, it kind of mentions this.
What if I try, like... It's not a contradiction, but it's like, what's up with that? Pretty whack, am I right?
You are not.
I think I'm going to die.
Well, goodbye. That's enough. The courthouse is gonna kill him.
Shit. I'm dead.
I don't care no more. Bored now. Swings. Die. The accused will surrender the court immediately. Held pending a trial with a real judge. That's all. Court is adjourned.
So, my bad. It kicks you out to the main menu. That's crazy work. Don't know if I pressed on this. Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow?
No, none at all. We parted on very good terms.
But that can't be.
Our investigation always shows that it was a clean breakup. Always.
Huh. Are you sure?
Yes, it seems that they both wanted it that way.
So the victim wanted to break up with her. Yeah, go for it. What do we have to lose? So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you?
Well, you see...
What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this. By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife.
No one cares, Mr. Payne.
It's getting hostile on you. She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature.
Listen to me, Mia. That woman has the judge in the palm of her hand, you see. The only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony.
Did Phoenix say why he was there that time? I think
Oh, suspect Dahlia Hawthorne.
Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
What is the meaning of this cocky smile on your face, Miss Faye?
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy.
Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne.
What?
Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order! This is unbelievable. I should have read something about that.
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You can't slander my witness. Winston Payne, will not.
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me, go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offense.
Well done, Mia. Oh, you've really lit a fire in my heart. And my buttocks.
Whoa,
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed. My spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Me neither. The poissonnement.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that's lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne. But I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. Look down it! Can you see them? And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Yeah, why does the defense suddenly feel stronger?
Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear.
Aura.
That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
Are you a British wannabe? Oh, I know you're putting this case. Could you? I have something. Feel like, well, I'll do it.
Safety save.
I'll do a little of this. It's getting a little bit down to the wire. Back. That. I don't even know where to get poison like that. Maybe that. I'll try it. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. But, in fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? You know pharmacology students. Poisoning people all the time. At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim? Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology?
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could have never have obtained such a rare and special poison.
Wow!
Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You!
Yeah!
Order! Could it be?
That's nothing but baseless.
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you need some kind of container.
Well, yes, that's true. And ominous.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. They were like, nothing you could put poison in. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? Why they keep telling me to do that?
Provide me with some evidence, or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
Unless we can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse, but did they conduct a full-body search of Phoenix Wright? Yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse this young lady of committing the murder...
I'm waiting for you to be done yapping, to be honest.
Then where's the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it?
This thing! You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present.
What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this
Yum,
a
yum,
little
yum.
bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does this mean, Miss Faye?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Order in the court!
Objection! On behalf of
damn
Dolly,
it!
I object. Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, what the fuck? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her.
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me, too.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna have some evidence to prove that you're an incel. At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is... because... Dahlia Hawthorne was not, and is not, madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
Yeah, but she's shy. Every time she says it, she says the same thing to me.
Well, you sounded really weird for back then.
Please give it back now. I was trying to do a flashback voice, but I couldn't think of one in time.
What a strange girl.
Flashback voice.
Asking for a present like that. In a flashback, even.
For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back.
You're lying.
But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she...
I don't believe you. No, that's a lie.
Yeah!
Mia, are you right? Yeah, the defendant, he's getting away. Bailiff, hurry, after him.
Mia, are you alright?
Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane.
Where's Mr. Wright?
Looks like the bailiff got him. He should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness. Oh no!
What is it?
The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone!
What? That's terrible.
Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Crashed, you could say.
Foolish boy. There's nothing that... That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we supposed to do now?
I cried.
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. Probably.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm not mad. Just give back the necklace.
I ate it.
Oh, the one laced with anthrax? You what?
You ate it.
Well, open wide.
Too big to swallow, so I had to chew it in little bits first. But yeah, I pretty much eat glass on the reg. I'm sorry.
Well, you look like it. It explains a lot.
What is he doing now?
Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Also, I think it was glass.
It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. For if he swallowed that much anthrax in glass, surely he would be in pain by now. Clearly, it didn't contain a deadly poison, only delicious glass.
It was an umbrella. How can you be so sure that I gotta switch voices?
I think it's pretty obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
So it would seem.
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing you can do as a defense attorney. And it's heartwarming to see that you've placed so much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I can't accept your explanation of events.
But why though?
It may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is a thing. And you can't just eat
Stop
it.
it! Stop saying that! I refuse! Even after I prove so much, she's gonna get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial.
Right.
I'm so sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. Also, my tummy is getting the grumblies. I know you believed in me. I feel like I really let you down.
Yeah. But what are you trying to say?
There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow,
Maybe I got a voice from this time. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore.
hey, this is none of your business.
If I swear to fucking God, if you shove me, I have weak bones. I need more calcium.
You're lying.
Just listen. If you shove me, all of my bones will shatter and my body. Oh! Last night, someone stole some poison from our lab.
Poison? Why would I ever shove you?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You kinda shifted on your feet. I freaked out a little bit. The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time, too. It could only have been her. That girl's a thief.
Stop it! Don't talk to her about that. Shove!
No! No!
Oh, right, the bones. I gotta go.
He's a puddle now. Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, the defendant is... Miss Faye, you gotta tell him that Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent.
So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago, too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
The night before?
Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Faye?
If you're certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore...
Exactly who was Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
This guy. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way, and that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright.
That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow who was murdered.
Well, it's true, that's how things turned out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be.
But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Whoa! Twoo whoa!
Whoa! Excuse me. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear it.
I mean, that and the glass I ate.
As I said before, you need to let me know when you go to the bathroom, because that's evidence still. The only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. There's like there's more than glass. There's like metal and everything. It's really impressive.
But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing: how to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
No, it can't be.
It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true.
Feeny.
What a joke you are. Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne?
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack.
Well, hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Huh, are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge? With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. But I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already. Bye.
I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence,
What do you mean without any evidence?
you
All
could
I've
pay
been doing is
the
presenting
ultimate
evidence.
price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price? $10?
You'd be forced to take your attorney's badge off forever, I'm afraid. And it's a $20 fine.
But the badge costs $20 already.
For a grand
I'm
total of $40. You then have to order a new badge because we only make you take the one badge off. It's a badge by badge
In
basis.
this economy?
Exact, the ultimate price.
You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Faye. Or should I say, Miss Gray?
Well, Miss Faye, we admit that was weak, but can you provide any evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly...
Stupid woman.
It's the opinion of the court that there's already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you're unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headline for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to the earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Ray, please present your evidence. Delicious, delicious evidence. Show proof, irrefutable proof that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison Mr. Wright.
I guess. There's gotta be a reason for this fucking pill bottle. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
What?
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony?
But I lost my bottle around lunchtime that day by the accident. I always eat with Dolly. That's just the two of us.
She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
Keep up. 8 months ago, the poison was
refuse.
hidden in her bottle necklace. That tracks. Which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. Bye. After shoving the victim, they're never gonna explain why he is on his stomach in the photo. And every time the scene is shown, he has been shoved onto his back. I don't know, maybe there's still time left. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. Okay, he got up and he was like, I'm tired.
It was then
Okay.
that it immediately became apparent.
God damn it! God damn it!
Couldn't hold off for one more text box.
Murder time! Get back down there, Doug! With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and cut the electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poison cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it in this case. Doug Swallow. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar.
Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. Just pure desperation.
I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say?
People, please stop eating the evidence!
At least this one's eatable. If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you. I dare you to take some of this medicine right now.
May you pay! Do you think you've won? Well, do you me a fay?
Oh,
That's just fine. For the time being, victory is yours.
for the time being.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge. I'll see you later too, okay?
Huh? Yeah, why, yes.
I'm gonna spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. Well,
She just apparated!
Yeah. It's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support their outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. And I don't believe one word this rookie lawyer has said.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try some of this cold medicine?
What? Huh? Who?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There. It's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust this witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right?
You see, yes.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
Oh, my hair! It's falling off my beautiful hair! No! What a world! What a world!
Textbook.
What I want to know is, how do you poison an umbrella?
Is there any reverse process of that?
Mr. Payne, about
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file the papers for an immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Don't lie, just admit you were wrong.
By the way, Miss Fay,
Yes, Your Honor.
was it just me, or did Miss Dahlia Hawthorne and you seem to know each other?
Your Honor. Whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
Very well. Mr. Payne,
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. Just like losing to my daughter.
it appears Mr. Payne has lost the spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say?
It can't be true.
Booyah.
My dear Dolly.
Very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. This court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, guilty. Oh wait, not guilty. Wait, which one's the good one?
I forgot what I'm...
I'm sorry, I sort of spaced out in the middle there. What did we determine? Court is adjourned.
April 11th, 1:16 p.m. District Court. Defense lobby. Number 3. Mia, you were wonderful in there.
Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg.
During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius.
Mr. Grossberg, do you maybe think you can stop talking about them? Stop looking at me like that.
Well, that's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Although your client is a glass eater, so maybe we'll just call the whole thing a wash.
Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations.
Thanks. I was thinking.
Go on.
The dolly I saw up there on the witness stand. I don't think that was really her.
What?
Yeah, the doll I knew would never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake.
Yeah, although I'm starting to see like 2 or 3 of you now. Oh, this glass is getting real rumbly.
Watch the finger.
Which one?
Oh, shit. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little.
But of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up.
Eek! What kind of company does this guy keep?
Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department.
Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, I should be able to save him just in time.
I see.
Say, Miss Faye? A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right?
Sure. Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is, huh? How'd you go in there for a second?
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna study my butt off and become a lawyer for sure.
Okay, no more butt talk.
I hope we can see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. I'm gonna eat
Well, you
so
are
much
being
evidence.
held in, No, that is why you are going to be back in court.
It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges, and I ate several unrelated cases worth of evidence. I became a lawyer, like I planned, and managed to save my friend, my roommate. But Mia has passed on to a better place.
Duh. Flashbang.
For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories, and about 12 hours later, more painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought that would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Stop eating evidence.
Phoenix, for the love of God, get your shit together. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your evidence, so stop eating it.
5 long years. Something has happened that made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that's a story for another day.
Phoenix,
What?
I'm serious.
It's so tasty.
Phoenix? Yay, Hawkeye! And Long Nose Man.